Karma, talk to us. What's the latest that you can tell us about the ground situation? This is a tourist hotspot, and for now, we understand 7 of them are dead already.
That's right. I mean, it's a terrible story coming out of Sikkim right now. As far as the rescue operations are concerned, I've just been, talking to senior police officials, and they are saying that the rescue op is still on, and they are trying their best. As the hours elapse, I'm afraid we will hear more bad news as there is a lot of snow and it is very cold, and because there's also a light drizzle which is making rescue there on the ground very, very difficult. I was in fact listening to one of the taxi drivers speaking, and he said that he had mentioned to some of the tourists that it's not safe. Remember the distance from Gangtok to Nathula, and the altitude difference between Gangtok-Nathula. So from about 5,000 feet, you are suddenly climbing to about 15,000 feet. And some of the roads there are very steep, and the hills, the mountains there are very steep mountains, sometimes with 90-degree gradient. And we've been having snow for the last few days. And some of the tour operators, in fact, were warning that it's not safe right now to go there. The problem is the moment tourists, especially from the plains, see snow, they become crazy. And this was one of those instances. Some of the visuals that I've seen are horrid. And this area where the incident took place is a seasonal nala. It's like a stream of water coming down, and really gushes down during the rainy season. So there, the snow usually is very unstable. When we have unstable snow, any kind of movement, any kind of people, noise, any kind of rumbling, kind of triggers the landslide. And as I see some of the visuals that have come to us, this is exactly what happened. This place, had it been a trained mountain guide, had there been any trained personnel there on the ground, would not have let tourists go. And at one point, I saw nearly 25 to 30 tourists there on that ice, playing on that ice pack that was there, that was built up. That should not have been allowed.
कुछ टूरिस्ट यहाँ पे जो खड़े थे, ये वही टूरिस्ट हैं जो थोड़ा सा ऊपर चले गए थे, स्नो से खेल रहे थे. एक आधे इस तरह के वीडियो भी उपलब्ध हो रहे हैं. हम उनसे कुछ आइडिया लेना चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी हमारे पास कोई कंफर्म फिगर नहीं.
Karma, but the road in question has been opened up since then, is what we understand by the BRO.
Yes, yes. The border roads have been, so as you know, border roads are the ones who take care of this stretch of the highway, and they are fairly efficient. In fact, there is a BRO camp nearby, and they usually move very fast. And because we've seen such instances, the army and the border roads organizations at several places have night camps also. And every now and then, whenever there's heavy snow and tourists get trapped, the army is the one who rescues them and takes them to these night halt centers. And that's why. Again, it's because of the terrain of this area. It's not like a gentle slope, a kind of a mountain that you expect. When you're climbing from 5,000 feet to 15,000 feet, that's Nathula Pass, you expect a terrain that is very sharp, high mountains. The roads are narrow at many points and can easily be hit by a landslide or a snowslide, an avalanche, as is happened in this case.
Right. That's the latest that we are getting, and it's confirming our fears. The tourists over there were near milestone 13, playing in the snow, playing in the ice, taking pictures, when suddenly, an avalanche hit. Bear in mind, tourists chose to go ahead, despite only up to the 13th milestone was allowed.
Absolutely.
And Pankaj, till 13th is when they were allowed. They were at 13, but then suddenly they decided to go even further, and that's when tragedy struck.
Absolutely, Krishna. The permission was generally to stay till 13th, but as the police is also putting it that some tourists chose to overlook that and went up to milestone 15, where this near which place this tragedy has happened. And as Karma was also mentioning, Krishna, just for the benefit of the viewers, it has started once again, and snowing has also started there. So that is also something that the rescue operations and rescue teams would have to battle with as of now. Needless to say, the darkness part, because it is getting darker now as the sun
Right.
sets there.